only played with us for a week, though. I think he was going through something.
Yeah, Ricky Bobby, very inexpensive.
That night
for the week.
This was the
heck, annual membership is $200. That's the biggest bargain of them all.
At the time, all the other pros at the table were stuck like 5K.
We're all stuck a lot. So like we're stuck combined like 20K between me, Matt, and Pierre. We're all stuck.
Had a 1-3 game?
I think by then it was like a 10-20.
Sure
it was a big game. We had a lot of money.
Skull Mike with 7 deuce. I don't believe we're playing 7 deuce, but he's going to crack aces right now. As Racebraw has the aces. Goes check, check.
$100 an hour to keep that door locked.
Skull Mike's got to put something in here.
Anyway,
Racebraw going nowhere with the aces.
Oh, great.
Wow. Me, Pierre, and Matt, we all got unstuck.
Oh, you guys all got unstuck, huh?
Yeah.
Off one table with 4
Looking to raise here.
Special man. God, I miss him.
Gonna make it 1,000. Skull Mike now licking his chops.
Money at the end, huh?
He
hasn't been seen since?
No, we've never seen him since.
He's going through something.
Yeah, I think so too.
They're the Christmas
I got some like Saudi
alive.
Arabian Prince vibes for sure.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, like every stock was like minted from the bank.
No, I don't believe 7 deuce game is on. I could be mistaken, but I don't believe they're playing the 7 deuce game.
Per hour.
But Skull Mike is reaching for calling chips for sure. With 2 pair.
Yeah, that's.
We just played till like 4 in the morning.
Sounds like he got a good deal.
Just got to fade an ace or a board pair. 7 deuce is going to hold up. Board pair that's not a 7 or deuce. He's looking for a 3-6 or ace.
How I hold that?
Skull Mike.
How do you do that?
Cracks aces with the worst starting hand in poker.
We changed subjects, so we're about to leave. We're at the front door, and I look over, and the hand we have is now enough time has passed where it's up on the screen. And I look, and he's got 9-8, which is a bricked gutter. And I'm like, you son of a bitch! You just spent like 5 minutes talking to me about that hand, lying about what you have on stream.
Aces for Jay.
I can see your cards.
It was probably worse for the viewers that didn't show, but it was the personal satisfaction. Yeah,
75.
See if Jaywin can make his aces pay off. He usually has 1 or 2 hands a stream where he seems to get a lot of value.
Jake is going to be his Huckleberry, instantly raising with queens.
Oh my goodness.
And you always know it's a real hand when they are playing, getting involved in a pot right after being stacked, haven't even gotten their chips back, or they win a big pot and they're still stacking and they still want to put chips in the middle. They got a real one. This is a cooler. Aces, queens. How is Jaywin always on the right end of these?
That's what I say. Every stream, it seems 2 or 3 hands.
4-bet incoming.
What does Jake do here?
Jake's going to play it aggressively, I'd imagine.
Just got stacked.
Just got stacked, wants his money back. Queens, good enough. If you have it, you have it, sir. Chip's likely going in the middle right here.
You just didn't count on so much time having passed to where you can catch up and see it.
Just calls.
Perhaps roads to an exit, but these queens in rough shape. Let's see how high the flop will be. It's 8 high. This is trouble for queens. What's Jaywin going to see bet to here? He has the ace of hearts. Going to be small, less than half pot, I'd imagine. 500, less than that maybe.
Wager 6.
Goes for 6. Jake going nowhere. Will he raise or will he just flat? Not holding any hearts. Might elect to play these queens a little bit quickly, but he just calls.
He smells something is going on here.
I mean, Jaywin early position in the +1. Not usually doing that light. 10 of hearts, ace of hearts for Jaywin. No hearts for Jake. Maybe he slows down. Maybe.
1 out, the queen of clubs.
Jaywin's going to put him to the test, though. Nut blocker here for Jay, so. Checks. Interesting. Jake will check behind and reevaluate here on the river. Who knows? Could easily stuff it too. All options in play.
I think it's more inclined to make a bet here.
Yep. See roads for that too. Doesn't want to risk having another heart fall here on the river. Imagines if Jaywin had aces or kings, would probably continue firing. So might be a believer in his pair of queens, but he slows down.
Queen of clubs. Oh my God!
Ricky.
The one-outer.
Slicky Ricardo, the Messiah, the Saint. The one-outer from another galaxy. It's the World Series of Poker run good for the 4-seed. And my goodness, Jaywin, perhaps we jinxed him. Always on the right end, but not right now.
Jake from State Farm.
Folks, Lodge Live, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. Like and subscribe. Jaywin's going to need to up his policies, premiums, perhaps. My goodness, Jake. Going to get a full rebate from being stacked on the previous hand. It's all going in, folks. Little double check. That's what Trip Queens looks like. Yep, that's what it looks like.
The discount double check from Jake from State Farm. There you go.
Rick firing on all cylinders right now.
My
Calls
goodness.
the card. Has his State Farm lines all queued up.
All in moment.
And there's the rip.
And can Jaywin get away?
Can't.
Can't get away.
No, he can't. Too much money in this pot. He's holding the ace of hearts. He just saw Jake bluff it off. I mean, they're usually never going all in bluffs back-to-back hands. That's very, very rare. He might be worried about queens.
2150.
But you can't. You got to pay it off. You hate it. You got to pay it off. He's got 1,700 behind. The spot's at 8K. Having the ace of hearts is tough. Blocking the nuts. Blocking the nuts.
Oh, my God.
Smells like queen. Maybe it's 10-10 in some worlds. Whatever it is, it's brutal for Jaywin here in the 2-seed.
Jake is talking to Doug now.
You working on your all-in and chat game right now?
That's funny.
He's practicing on you. He's not going to engage his opponent. He's going to practice on Doug. When he gets good enough, he'll engage his actual opponent.
I appreciate it. It's a nice touch.
I got sick of him in the main, just like having to be quiet for so long. There, it's like I gotta work some more.
I think you gotta do what I think Scott Seaver does, where like you just convince yourself that you have it whether you do or not, and then you just talk as if you have it.
What was the thing he used to do when he was in the tank? It was like revolutionary at the time. He would just like, he would cover his net or something. I'm trying to think of what he did, like this or something. You don't remember? You probably.
Interesting how this table's having a. What would you do if you're on the river and tanking conversation while Jaywin is in the summertime blender, 107 degrees outside, calm, cool on the inside, lots of lights, table 11.
Under the lights.
And he's just chatting away, like
that was pretty cool.
It was pretty sweet. It's really cool the way he does it.
Specifically, I think it was like those poker.
Jaywin paid off Cinnabon early on in the first hour. Now we are past 5 o'clock, 5:11 Central Standard Time. Only thing he's beating here is jacks. That's correct, but incorrect on what Jake has. Looks to be like Jaywin is leaning towards a fold. He's going to lay it down. He's folding.
I'm sorry, guys. I won't make them off.
Said this earlier and then ended up making the call. Usually when Jaywin picks up the cards like that, I thought he would send him into the muck. But the pot's pretty big, and he is holding 2 aces. They might be going back in. Who knows? Getting a good price.
Makes the call. And Jake, one hand from getting stacked, now gets it all back.
I knew what you had because you showed me your cards again. So I'm sweating it out.
I wasn't as careful when it was
and your chat
shows the ladies.
I know what you have. So I'm just like, this is a weird dynamic.
He probably took a bite.
1,000.
Aces for Doug.
Dougie P looking for a little rebate here. I believe he's down around 54K right now.
Nick's
definitely going to get active.
Credit here. Doesn't elect the 3-bet, just flats with the ace-jack. Invites Ben to
generally not something you want to do out of the small blind. You usually want to kind of 3-bet at those hands like 8-6 suited behind to fold, but he makes a good decision here considering he's up against aces.
All diamonds here. Nobody with a diamond. Straight draw for Ben now.
Yeah, after checks around on the flop, expect to see Doug start putting in some bets here.
So that's 2,000.
Ben pair open-ended as well. No diamonds in his hands. For 2K, I think you got to come along and see a river, see what happens.
Yeah, certainly getting really solid pot odds, calling 2K to win 5.2.
And binks it. Doug. Who runs worse than Doug?
Ugh.
Ben snap checks. Action back on Doug. Going to go for some value. And then likely to hear the boom from a check raise. Goes for 5,000. One piece of bubble gum. And just a snap call from Ben. Ben does not want to elect on for a raise there. Perhaps fearful of diamonds. Maybe 7. Surprised that Ben didn't consider going for a raise. Absolutely. That could be arranged, Mr. Von Kennel. Could be arranged. Pocket aces. American Airlines, the weapons of mass destruction. Versus the 8s of Casper, and he's been hot.
Well, he'll be here tomorrow for the heads-up tournament, so maybe you and him can go in a corner and ink a contract.
I don't know if he'll be here tomorrow.
You're not coming at all?
Doug. I'm talking about Doug.
No, I'm talking about you. You've got to set up the game. Doug will play.
Yeah. I mean,
aces for Dylan.
Sam knows where to find me. I could broker a deal there. I have to get 3% of all winnings, though. Look at this, though. Boston Jimmy cracks the aces, 6 and a deuce. The aces of Dylan in trouble here, and Casper still a believer in his pair of 8s. Hang here, brewing, Rick. You're not paying a lot of this is your stack, right? I need you to be locked in on your stack here.
I'm loving it. 2 pair for Boston Jimmy.
1,400 to go. Sam's probably right next to John right now, if I had to imagine. Side by side.
The syndicate. Sam and John G. 10 ball. Doesn't change anything for Dylan. Boston Jimmy, 82% equity here. Going to the river.
Goes check
Boston
there.
Jimmy's going to crack aces. Aces crack corn.
Don't know if I love that check on the turn, though. Just Jimmy didn't want to really be bloating up the pot more so than it already is. 4,000 in the middle. Jimmy first to act here on the river. And the run out got a little bit nastier. Any 8 now is a straight, but Jimmy doesn't look afraid of that. He's going to go for some river value and the pot manageable. I guess Dylan's just going to have to pay this off and see the bad news. The check raise, flop, check, turn, lead river line. Not something you see every day, and the price is $2,700 to see what Jimmy's up to. Pocket eights would have made the straight. And that would have been our boy Casper in the 1 seat, who seems to be running pretty pure today. And Dylan's not going to pay it off. Lays it down, a good fold from him.
Look at that outfit she's wearing.
Yeah, poker face Ash right next to her, and then the return of Ethan, closing out the action in the 8 seat.
The artist formerly known as McLovin. Jason wakes up with pocket sevens.
Doug said it's going to be every time. We had a meeting about it.
Yeah, him and Mike talked. There's no ante.
No ante anymore? Yeah, it's fine. I'm good with no ante if they don't want to play no ante. Yeah, it's fine.
He said yes.
58 in the live chat. We'll get that up and going. Just getting started here. Efan's going to make it a buck and a squirt. 125 with the aces. Efan.
Welcome back. Wow, this guy says he runs so bad on the stream. Well, I guess running bad is as everybody folds here. But Jason, I imagine, will go set mining. Sandwich bet, Rick. I'll take the aces.
All right, I'll be the 7.
Here we go.
The sandwich meter is at 0.0.
No, they were talking about it 2 weeks ago.
Every stream game.
Slick Rick wins a sandwich.
God, are you kidding me?
It's one of those days.
Oh my God, Efan's about to get stacked on his first hand too. Oh my God. Are you kidding me, Rick? Are you kidding me?
Jason with
really?
Seti McGetty just flat.
Efan's gonna be on snap tilt hand number 1. Oh. My goodness gracious, pot at 420. Light it up if you got it. Jason setting the trap, looking calm, cool, and collected.
Yeah, been a minute.
Will Efan slow down? He knows nothing about Jason. I don't think these guys have battled at all on the felt.
That's the goal.
He's reaching. Rick. Rick, why? Why, Rick?
Well, there's a 4-liner, but there's no way Efan has a 4 in his hand.
You too.
There's no way Jason's folding either.
You don't want to talk about that.
But it's just a question of, does he raise here?
I've
been losing a lot.
I like going for the raise right now.
It's a lot of fun, right?
He is.
Been donating money
He's gonna. And what is Efan?
Kind of min clicks him back. A small sizing there. A nice little raise from Jason. How much is it? No, it's what do we got?
It's like
900, 800, 6, 7, 8, 9. No, more. Definitely more than a min click.
900.
Still a nice size. And Efan's like, are you kidding me? Not expecting that.
Man, I love the
Can he get away here? It will be a great laydown by Efan.
105 already, 107 already, like at 7 a.m. Yeah, it's crazy.
Don't really see him calling here. He's either ripping it or folding. He does make the call here, but he's committing his whole stack. Now you can never get away. The all-in will be coming from Jason on the river. Hand number 1, folks. Hit that like button.
A black ace, maybe?
To the no.
Oh, quadrophenia for Jason. And that makes Efan feel a little bit better about his aces now.
First hand quads?
Yeah. I don't play usually. It's
now he beats 2 pair.
Yeah. I've been
Snaps. Oh, my God.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. This is hand 1, Skull Mike.
I don't know what to say, Rick. I don't know what to say. Oh, my God.
Well,
Lodge live stream Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and Saturday. The Monday match to stack game should be a good one if that's how it begins. Hand number 1.
Jason, it does not get any better than that. Quadrophenia on hand 1. We've never had that on the stream.